Alright everyone, hello and welcome. This is Wings Ltd bringing you an epic space online epic adventure. We're going to actually be testing out quite a few browsers here while we have the epic space music in the background. And what we're going to be doing is testing out how much memory and RAM they use, how much RAM and CPU usage they use, along with network usage here. As you can see the ESL launcher down here and my process hacker, which is what I prefer to use. With everything, we can see that it's not taking up too much by itself, which is a very good thing if you have a computer that's not up to the top notch on gaming, etc., etc. But we have quite a few browsers to test in this roundup, and to give you a basis of what we're doing, we're testing this on Windows 8 on a Dell XPS 8300, so basically running around 3 gigahertz on the processor speed with 8 gigs of RAM. Also with the video card, we're going to be using an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 770. Alright, if you want to see all the advanced clocks, stuff like that, I can make a different video, but this is definitely not my top-of-the-line gaming rig, but this is a nice staple computer for people to test. Now, I know a lot of guys won't have the GeForce GTX 770, but that doesn't make too much of a difference in this. The first browser that we're going to be testing is going to be the Avant browser. So you can see down here we have version 5.4 of the launcher. We are rendering in Google Chrome, Avant browser being one of the browsers that allows for a try render. Ooh, class not registered. Let's just continue. No, you don't want it, and I'm having a lot of issues with the latest download that I got from the website for the ESO here, and it does crash quite a bit. I have no idea why, but so we are having some issues here with Tarian's Dropbox on Form 1. Little thing that I'm gonna have to report in a video. Sweet. Alright, so that's having some issues. Let's try and take it off administrator mode and see if I can launch it. Okay, so I guess it was just an issue here with administrator mode with me on the shortcut, and now it's doing just fine. So I'm going to copy this web link here, close it, open up Avant. Thank you, Chrome, and let's load it up. So this is going to be using Chrome's rendering for Avant. I can render in multiple different things that we'll show you guys here in a bit. Now it's loading, please wait. It wants me to download stuff. I can normally just try and bypass this with a reload here and clicking on that X. So let's see if it'll fully load up. It did in a previous recording that I don't have anymore. Alright, so here we go. It's going to ask me to download all of the resources for the game, but we don't really need to do that, you know. And I'm going to bump up the sound of the music for you guys just a little bit here. Hopefully it's not going to be too loud. We'll check again later. But we have Avant, and we're now loading in, rejoining the game. Alright, let's hit F11 and go into full screen, and you're like, oh, it doesn't load. Doesn't load. Let's hit F5. To reload in the full screen here. Downloading update, please wait. It's going to want me to download all these resources. Let's just hit F5 again. To bypass that, click the red X. You can download stuff if you want with Avant, but it's not necessarily necessity. Get it? Alright, so we're rejoining the game here. Woohoo! We're in. And no, we have the music double because the in-game music, but whoa! FPS started off at 15, now we're at 60. Good game sounds whenever I just clicked. Mouse bug not really too apparent yet. Oh, there it is. There it is. Alright, so we have our ship here. Alright, let's type some messages. Bada bing, bada boom there. Hit tab until you can see your name, and now you can keep the message window open while still seeing your name. Not too much of an FPS hit there. The ping doing quite well to the server, 83 milliseconds, 82. Everything seems to update quite well. And then we go to select a mission tab. I can scroll the missions fairly easily there. But overall now, after I click there, it's kind of a lockup, and then I have to keep hitting tab to get back into focus of the game. FPS 47. All that stuff's well and good, right? I can hit escape here, see my bank and everything. Let's go back to normal screen. Oh, wait, hit F11. It's reloading it again. But we can see here the event processes and everything. Something went wrong with the web page. So as you can see, whenever you toggle between full screen and regular mode, there will be some issues there. And now we're loading everything up. There's its Chrome exe 9 megs. So it says. Let's resort this where everything's down here at the bottom. But in reality, we're using close to a gig right here. If you see all the advanced stuff plus Chrome, you add all this up, it does get close to a gig. I did this in a previous recording that I wasn't too happy with, honestly. But whenever we're moving around there, we can see all the advanced stuff there with Chrome. All right, now that we have that out of the way, let's go ahead and switch it over to Firefox. I'm going to show you guys something that is the reason that we're going to be spawning up a different video about the issues here with this. Alright, we try to load into Firefox. Authentication response received. Seems like everything's good, right? Even though we do have some issues here with Firefox loading in. Offline cache update error. That's kind of sad. Now, with its Firefox process, I can't see it yet because we're not fully loaded into the game. Let's try this again. Hit enter one more time. Now it's connecting to Unity, but there's an issue here. We're not going to be able to load in. All right. So we'll close that, but we'll take a look at how much memory this thing might be using. Only 251 megs. We can't tell exactly how much we use in-game, but still right there, it's pretty small compared to Chrome. So that's Firefox. And let's load in with the Internet Explorer 10 settings that Avant currently has implemented in this version of its browser. All right, we'll click here to log in. Hit enter a couple times. Notice that it's not doing a thing in the world. And hit F5 to reload it. Alright, now maybe it'll let me log in, and it most certainly does. Alright, FPS 45. That's still a little bit less than Chrome. Now it pops up to 60. Cool, moving around. Notice, though, it's not giving me the sounds here for the ship. I can enable the background music and have it doubled up again, but I don't think you guys really want to be exposed to that. So, there is that mouse bug. Any mouse bugs? Clicking around, there's the infinite shot mouse bug. Let's open up the chat room. Bada boom, boom, boom. Oh, wait, it's not letting me really click on the chat. There it goes. But now I'm just spinning around and shooting. It definitely has some issues there with the locking up. Now I'm almost out of ammo. That would not be good whenever you're having to fly around, am I right? And hit tab a couple times, then I'm good to go yet again on my way. All right, that part's cool. What about the selective mission here? Oh, it's a lot more difficult to scroll with this thing now, isn't it? So I'm having to hit tab and scroll the mouse wheel to kind of scroll it around. Can't drag it. So that's kind of sad. Let's take it in full screen here. Full screen, of course, did not force a reload. Now, if I had it move for just a second there, but we can try to just keep hitting tab to where it'll really make this available missions move, but it doesn't really work out too well. But full screen transition, a little bit easier. As you notice, we dropped at about 9 FPS while doing that. My ping is fluctuating. Let's hit, whoa. Oops, I opened that up in double desktop mode. Sorry about that, guys. If you hit F12, it goes into full desktop mode, as you can see there. Cool little thing about Avant, am I right? But let's check out how it works with its Internet Explorer settings. So there's our two Avant processes now. Where's the other one hiding? Right up here, 201 megs using Internet Explorer 10 settings. Not bad at all. So that's how that works. So as you can see, there are still some issues with that. Let's do Komodo Dragon now for this test. Boom. So Komodo Dragon, a little variant, I do believe, of Firefox as well. We'll open up the console here. It failed to load a resource. Now it's caching all of the PNG files. It's trying to load up everything. I am using the Komodo Dragon DNS servers also. So we can see it's downloading all of the amazing resources for Epic Space Online. Now as it downloads more, everything's starting to pop up. It's downloading all of the audio files for us. All right. But we have 19 warning messages. What's these warnings that come out here? GL command warnings here, and the target density DPI not supported, so the DPI that I have currently set for my mouse just not working out for Epic Space Online, and it failed to load a resource from Facebook's JavaScript, and now I'm just sitting at a black screen. Let's reload this. And now once I reload, everything seems good. All right, let's go back to the all here. Oh, it's joining the game, it says. Hey, look at that. I'm in the game. And the music did start up there. Trying to hit tab to really get in the game. And now I'm there. There's the ship sounds. And let's close off the console since we did get in with Komodo Dragon. All right, there's my FPS 52 compared to the 60 that we normally get whenever we're just going in there. Zooming in and out, not too bad. It's pretty responsive. Not as responsive as we were with Avant, but it's still there. All right, so we do have the ship sounds this time. That's great. What about selecting a mission? Can I scroll? Oh, look at that easy scroll up and down, folks. Oh, and I can hit tab, and it's not even making a difference. So that part's good. All right, now for some more of the ultimate test. So let's just start clicking and see if we can get that mouse bug going. Anything? Oh no, look at that. I'm clicking around all day. Oh, there it goes. There's the mouse bug. What about the chat stuff? Alright, I'm actually going to tell Casey that I'm doing a video recording here. And as you can see here, try to click off and do the tab stuff. Now, after I hit tab a few times, it's there. I can close that and everything's fine. What about going in between full screen and stuff? Full screen, 55 frames per second. And as you can see, though, it feels a lot more sluggish. Ooh, drop it down to 40 frames a second. Going in the full screen there. 46. The ping is still fine, but you can definitely see there's a lot of lag going on in full screen that whenever you get out of full screen, that's not there. So that's another thing with Komodo. And let's take a look at the Dragon and how it's doing there. That's a lot of RAM usage. That looks almost like not only does it rival Chrome, that it might be getting a little bit more so than it. So Dragon using a lot of memory here. Let's go ahead and smack this down. I know we're at the 12-minute mark, guys, but we have a lot more browsers to test. I hope that you have stayed buckle in for all of this. And let's just take a look here under Flock. Flock, another one of the more popular browsers here that people are using. See if it'll connect up here. It wants to allow data for offline use. Let's go ahead and allow that. Open up the console here to see what all is happening. Ooh, not enough arguments for its console, for its runtime JavaScript there. It's having a lot of declarations dropped as well. I do believe that Flock is another variation of Firefox, as you can see up here at the top and everything. And it just stopped loading. It's still not wanting to load. It's getting some arguments here from JavaScript, which just make it not happy at all. So I don't even think we're going to be able to test this on Flock. So that's another thing that we have to see here, is that we are not going to be able to load in because there's too many runtime arguments there for the JavaScript. Okay, so no Flock, though. Let's just still, just for the sake of everything, take a look and see how much RAM it's using. Just 61 megs, but we're not loaded into anything, right? So that part kind of stunk, but no Flock. Let's check the Maxthon cloud browser, known for its security and also reportedly lightning speed here. Developer console, mayhaps? No? Okay. And now it's talking about I need to log into cloud for cloud downloading. It is loading up Epic Space. That part is cool. And F12 is the developer tool console for the Maxthon browser. And we can actually see resources of stuff like there, the element sources, timeline profiles, and everything else that's for this. So we can even watch our memory usage and stuff while we're in here. Pretty cool. And here's the regular console. Alright, failed to commit new cache to storage would exceed quota. So That's a little thing you're gonna have to adjust with your Maxthon here, and accidentally hit the shortcut with Shift and Enter to enter in a .net at the end. It's still telling me it would exceed the quota. So we need to change some settings here to get Maxthon working if you just download it. So let's go into the settings, and let's take a look. So general settings here. Download part looks fine. Web content maybe? Nope. Advanced settings. Perhaps. So there's the web page display, certificate management here. Let's see here. If we can bump up the cache to load into Epic Space. So, Maxthon, cache, application. It's not telling me that. Let's see here. So Maxthon failed to commit new cache storage. Let's see here. Doesn't even tell me. What about the issues? That is definitely not helping me out with its stuff. So here's the Maxthon settings, but it's not really telling me how to do all this stuff. So that's a little bit weird. Is this Magic Fill Proxy mouse gestures? That's cool. But I want to increase the cache here. I don't know exactly how to do that. So Maxthon's not loading it because of a committing to new charge. So I'm not sure exactly how to change that. Safety and privacy, maybe? So, Maxthon Setup Center. There's Maxthon's passport. That's just weird. I don't see anything about privacy, though. There's the user agent settings. And I can browse where to put the cache. But not exactly where to do all this other stuff. So I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to fix this. It's just going to be on the loading. Please wait, I guess. Okay, so until I can figure out that, Maxthon's going to be out of the running. So I know that's taken a long time, but at least, you know, trying to figure it out. But we can load it up in Opera. We're skipping Firefox because, as you saw earlier with Avant, using the Firefox profile, it's just not going to load. So let's go straight into Opera 17. That's the latest version there. Boom, straight load in. Music automatically started up there. Let's take off that music and then zoom in. Ooh, whenever I just get in, it doesn't let me start moving, but I tab a couple times. It does let me start moving now. Let's do the select a mission thing. Oh, look at that instant scrolling yet again. FPS 59. Chat room. And this is the Opera 17 one here. Now, notice I hit tab. I can keep moving around, but there's the W, A, and everything else that is still happening. So you have to actually close the chat window, mind you. All right, so FPS good. Ping a little bit higher than other browsers there. There could be other things, of course, affecting that issue. Let's go to full screen mode. Full screen 60 FPS. Ping still doing all right. Let's check and see if we can get that mouse bug going. There's the mouse bug going, but you can easily turn that off. What about still selecting a mission there? Still very good experience with that. Toggling in and out of full screen. Seamless. Doesn't seem to create a lot of lag until I'm zooming out a lot very quickly. So let's take a look here at Opera's uses. Opera is still about the same as Chrome here, getting up close to, let's see, yeah, about a gig of RAM usage here by Opera just with the ESG beta. Okay. So that was Opera. About Opera next. Wait, I think that was Opera next that I just clicked on, wasn't it? Let's do regular Opera. So here's regular Opera. Yeah, I was testing with Opera next. So this is Opera 17. That was Opera next. And no, I do not want you as my stock browser. But we're going to load in with regular Opera now. Downloading update, please wait. So as we can see, it's caching everything here. And what is the warning that we have? Again, the density DPI not supported here. So not too much to worry about on the warnings. Just hit enter again or F5. You can start loading in. Rejoining the game with Opera 17 now. All right. Immediately start moving. The music works. Great. Sound works. FPS seems the same. A little bit more of a fluctuation there now, down to 56, but the ping is a little bit lower than Opera next, and then it goes back up to from around 100. Now notice I just lost control of the ship. Hit tab a couple times. Get straight back into it. Select a mission. Still scrolling around just like Opera next. Absolutely fantastical adventure here. And now I can just do that. Since there is no one in the chat room, instantly still back in control of the ship. Let's just do that. Let's say you want to keep the chat window up. Let's move that chat window over here, and we'll just click to get back in. Nope, that's not working. Okay, so we'll hit tab once. Nope, I can move, but I keep typing. So remember, I have to close the chat window there. F11, let's go in the full screen mode. Again, I love this little text here for the exiting full screen and everything else. It's nice and clean. Gotta love that from Opera. All right. And so FPS ping still doing pretty well. Zooming in and out rather quickly. Little laggy, not too much though. Selecting a mission and stuff in full screen. The scrolling is fine. And now let's see here about it firing. Boom, boom. Clicking, not having any issues with it holding as of yet. Now we'll try that. All right, clicking while moving the, with doing your WSAD keys though. Definitely causing some issues there. Of course, I did hit tab a couple times to get back into controlling the ship after clicking. So remember, if you click on something, you need to tab a couple times to get back in there. And woo, I am going the wrong way. I need to be going to 3 and not 8 because I want to do a mission. So we're going to turn around and head back this way, guys. But other than that, still Opera 11 or Opera 17 and Opera Next doing just a bang up job on this. Now, Opera versus Opera Next, still about the same usage. Opera Next looked a little bit lower here for the first EXE. So you're going to be talking about dedicating a gig of RAM to the game. Now, when I was testing these on a dual-core laptop with integrated video card, an old one, an old Acer, we had performance issues on Opera and Opera Next. They're running at 7 FPS, Internet Explorer running at 4 FPS, and Google Chrome was the only one that really worked with it. Have no idea why. Pale Moon is a variation of Firefox, still uses the same kind of code. That's not going to load either. It's going to give us that same issue. But let's hop into Safari now. Okay, Safari, of course, this is gonna be the target up here to you Mac users and everything. Fantastic. Let's load on in. Console, with Control-Shift-J? Nope, that's not the console, is it? Okie dokie. Now notice here, loading it up with Safari. Looks like it's having some issues here. Really weird. F12 is not the console either. So, nope, there is an error pop-up of some sort, but now it's loading. So I'm not going to be too worried about that. Go to our Safari stuff here. See, we're just doing everything pretty normal. So that's fine. We are ready to go now. All right, loading it in with Safari, rejoining up on that game. And we kind of have a little bit of black screen. It's taking a little bit longer to load in. You can see it, well, it's taking a lot longer to load in. Whoa, that FPS of 6. 6 FPS, really? That's some issues there. Look at this. All right, I'm on the gaming computer and everything. Well, not really gaming, but it's, I'm on my computer here, and it's just deciding to go to with Safari. So, what's wrong with Safari? Where is Safari in my process list, anyways? There it is. So 31 megs for Safari here. But it's definitely, wow. Look at that. That FPS there. That is just dismal. Supremely dismal on Windows. Maybe for Mac users it's good. But right here, right now, just, that is, that's unplayable. There's no way you're going to play it on Safari. So we're just going to close that one down and open up SeaMonkey, which is another alternative browser made by the Mozilla Corporation, which means I can do Control-Shift-J, clear out this console here, and let's start loading up Epic Space. Now, this is not Firefox, but it's like Firefox, so we'll have to see if this works. Now, we still have the same errors that come up with Firefox here with Google and stuff like that. All right, so auth response received. There's a lot of warnings that come out here. Any actual errors? No, it's just warnings. So git prevent default is depreciated. CSS styles depreciated. Declarations are dropped. Those need to be changed since CSS and HTML5 are always changing right now. W3 Schools is definitely just taking the hammer to a lot of CSS stuff. And that's going to create a lot of arguments. So while that was taking forever to log in, let's try to do it again. All right, now we're connecting up here to Unity. Declarations are dropped. And let's see here. Oh, nope. This here is going to make it to where this will not load up. So even the Mozilla stuff, all the Mozilla stuff basically just not wanting to with the security certificate stuff here. So that's going to be the end of SeaMonkey. And let's go with our tried and true Chrome. Everybody loves Chrome, it seems. So we can just go into Chrome here. And now loading, please wait. Look at all the Chrome EXEs, though. That is so much. So much RAM. You're dedicating over a gig here. If you add all this up. I have no idea why Chrome uses so much, but, that's just how they do it. All right, downloading update now. Please wait. So it's downloading all the asset files. We don't care about the downloading of the asset files. Refresh it again. It's still going to keep doing that. I don't even know what this OK button is down here, though, by the way. It's there. Let's see whenever it's done downloading. Okay, this app cache stuff is done. So this time I can refresh. Maybe Chrome hates me. There we go. Now I'm able to get in and log in there, rejoining up on the game in Chrome. Notice we do have 4 error warnings here. That's not good. We do have four warnings in this message area. So we'll just attach the console here. 4 messages are hidden by the filters. Let's see here. Has some problems with the manifest. We have depreciated stuff. So it's telling them exactly what here to change to make this markup 100% correct here with their JavaScript queries. So that's some valuable information we can use for the future. All right, 35 FPS in Chrome. It is just dogging on the FPS right now, huh? Could be because I have other things, running and whatnot. But Chrome, Chrome pretty stable. Out there goes up to 57 if I close that. But oh, look at that, my mouse bug. So quick in Chrome. Select a mission there. I can scroll in Chrome, though I've had issues at times where I cannot. Let's go ahead and full screen this puppy. All right, so the scrolling working out pretty decently here as well. As you can see, though, it has a little bit of issues whenever you're... ooh. I've lost control of my ship, Captain. All right. I also have to do a lot more tabbing to get this going. And we need to turn around because I am all the way in 8.4. All right, now let's talk about the typing. Typity-type. Typity-type. Type-type. All right, hit tab a couple times, then you're back in. It doesn't have the issue with typing letters while I'm going, so that part's good. But also remember, we have the mouse easy sticking issue here while we're doing it. So Chrome uses a lot of RAM. It works out pretty decently, though. If you like Chrome, go ahead and use it. Just note that the mouse issue is going to be more apparent in Chrome than in other browsers. And that's the only real thing that you have to think about there. All right. And as my ship continues on its way, we'll close out Chrome. And then all those Chrome processes just immediately wiped out, right? And we'll load it up in Internet Explorer 11, the latest Internet Explorer here. Now, note, on the laptop that I was using, Internet Explorer had a few issues. I was not even able to click in on any of this stuff. Whoops. Oh, wait, no. Developer Tools is F12 in this. Okay, so we can see this. And it says refresh the page to see if there's anything going on. App cache fatal error. That's not good. But we'll log in regardless. Now we'll see everything loading up here. Get the double music going on for just a second. All right. So 66 frames per second on here. On the laptop, it was only doing 7. So a lot better on a desktop right now. So no supreme errors coming up here. Just an app cache fatal error with it. So definitely not having the issues that other ones are having with this. But now that I'm in here, let's select a mission. Oh, I can't really scroll on this here. And up there goes the mouse bug. Even though I'm able to move around, don't have my ship sounds either. Finally got myself able to move around a bit, but again, we're going to have this scrolling problem here with our missions. As you can see, I'm trying. I have to go really fast or really slow to kind of scroll, but it doesn't go all the way. F11 to full screen it. FPS still about the same. Doesn't look like it's going too bad whenever I'm trying to do stuff, but look at this whenever I'm trying to do everything in full screen. It hates me when I'm trying to tab, right? So full screen definitely an issue there. And then look, I'm stuck. Like I can't even do anything for moving my ship. I would have to refresh it. So, Internet Explorer, not the best choice at all whenever you're doing this. And for the final browser, and if you've actually stuck around through this whole, 35 minutes, God bless your soul. But the last browser is k-melon, which is another like kind of Firefox alternative that's mainly a Linux thing here. As we can see, an immediate not loading of the page fully. It's just sitting on a black screen. And look at this. There's all the CSS errors there. Look at all those errors. Oh man, not enough arguments for JavaScript stuff here with that. And basically this thing is just not going to want to load it either. Press F5 on it. And no, it's just going to keep dropping those. Look at those arguments that it's just spitting out. It doesn't, k-melon doesn't like it at all. But anyways, so this is going to be the conclusion here of our browser roundup for Epic Space Online for its current beta. And overall, personally, for the resource usage and responsiveness for being in-game, for the most things working out of all the browsers that are there, folks. Opera and Opera Next, while they use 1 gig of RAM, they run it smooth. Not only do they run it smoothly, you can just go in full screen, come out of full screen whenever you want. Didn't have many issues with the mouse sticking that I did with other browsers. Didn't have too many issues there with the typing. And overall, Opera and Opera Next are becoming the best gameplay experience until we get into the standalone version of Epic Space. Though I honestly right now kind of prefer its browser-based. So I hope if they do like, browser-based still connections along with standalone, I would appreciate that just because I like using Opera a little bit. But overall, with the resource usage still a bit high, Opera and Opera Next are the smoothest ones right now for Epic Space Online. Runners up are going to be the Advanced browser using Google Chrome mode. It uses a little bit less, well, a lot less than Google Chrome itself. Then we're going to choose Google Chrome, and then all the rest of them can just kind of fall into place there with the completely horrible usable ones. They're going to be Pale Moon Safari, Mozilla Firefox, k-melon, and SeaMonkey, and other ones that just didn't load it there. So Firefox is going to be out of the running right now until they can get that security error fixed. I tried manually importing the security certificates there, but for the U-Boat extension on top of the Alpha Company stuff there, definitely not accepting it. So we're going to make a video about that and send that to the devs. And anything else I can't really think of, guys, but that is the browser roundup there. Opera, supremely amazing for that. If you don't have a supremely good computer, though, of course, you're going to want to go with Chrome and put up with the mouse bug issues and things like that. Until next time, this has been Wings Ltd. Remember, guys, when you're out there in the world of Epic Space, to always fly safe. Goodbye.